C++ developing an application. The application you'll create, called My App, is a subset of the Vuex sample application provided with the MFC samples. My App lets you open new child windows, each displaying an initial message in a multiple document interface. When you choose Change Text from the text menu in My App, a dialog box opens and allows you to change the text of the message in the currently active child window. My App starts as a default application created by App Wizard. You'll add 8 lines of code to this starter application to print a message when each new document window is opened. Then you'll create a dialog box for editing the message and add a menu command for opening the dialog box. Atrial fibrillation. The heart is a remarkable organ. It is a muscle that relaxes and contracts, pumping blood, carrying oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. The steady rhythm of these contractions is controlled by electrical impulses that travel through the heart. First through the upper chambers, called the atria, and then through the lower chambers, called the ventricles. In order to reach the ventricles, electrical impulses must pass here at the atrioventricular node. Atrial fibrillation occurs when a storm of electrical impulses spread through the atria in a chaotic and disorganized pattern, causing the atria to begin rapidly contracting. As a result, the ventricles may also begin contracting faster. When the heart is in atrial fibrillation, the body cannot receive the blood and oxygen it needs. Learning financial terms. As a business owner, you know you need to look at your financial statements to understand the health of your business and how to plan for growth. But if you've ever felt confused trying to understand financial terms, you're not alone. Here are 13 basic terms you'll need to find your way around your financial statements. Let's start with revenue and expenses. Revenue is what a business earns when it sells a product or service. When this restaurant's customers pay by cash or card, or are sent an invoice for catering completed, that's revenue, even if cash isn't received right away. An expense is when resources are used to generate revenue. Paying a supplier, employees, the rent, and utilities are all common expenses. But again, this may not mean that cash is paid out. When a restaurant pays a vendor in cash, credit, or check, it's an expense. In managing your business, it's important to recognize the difference between 2 kinds of expenses: costs of goods sold, or cost of sales, and operating expenses. Neuroendocrine tumors. Although pathologic concepts regarding squamous cell carcinoma and adenocarcinoma have remained relatively stable during the past 10 years, those regarding the class of neuroendocrine tumors have continued to undergo revision and refinement. Neuroendocrine tumors are defined as those that produce biogenic amines. Pathologically, these can be demonstrated by the presence of neurosecretory granules by electron microscopy. And now for the guitar tip of the week. Take care of your hands. You can finger notes more easily if you keep the nails on your fret hand trimmed short. Leave the nails on your picking hand slightly longer to facilitate plucking the strings. Rough edges on your nails will impair the tone of your playing, so be sure to use a good set of clippers and an emery board to maintain smooth nail tips. Wash your hands prior to playing. Clean hands transmit less dirt and help maintain string life and tone.